Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I know my hair is like in like the absolute humbug, but it's real humid. I don't want to feel my hair on my neck and everything, but anyway, as you can see I have no makeup on because I'm gonna review a side-by-side, half face with these two products. Earlier this week I got a delivery of this to test out from Maybelline. So this is the Dream Urban Cover, full coverage, lightweight protective makeup, SPF 50, broad spectrum and anti-pollution. Now, I'd heard rumblings of this being a potential dupe for this, the It Cosmetics CC cream. So I was like, well, sure, listen, I'll give it a go. Half what, half and half. I think the first thing, and you know, it's the first thing that brands always do whenever they want to appear dupalicious, is put them in relatively the same outfit, but like not quite copying, do you know? Now they look quite similar in terms of their outfits with their silver accessories, but that's not enough to say, yeah, that's a dupe. Brands do it all the time and it doesn't mean that it's a dupe. So I thought that I would do half my face with one product and half the face with the other product. Now these shades are completely different. I was sent shade 103 Pure Ivory in the Dream Urban Cover, and then in the It Cosmetics CC cream I used the shade Light. They're completely different, I'll show you now. Okay, I'm going to put the Dream Urban Cover here. Oh, that's a lot. I couldn't see what I was doing. And I'll put the It Cosmetics one here. Like so. So that's the Maybelline one, that's It Cosmetics one. You can see that the Maybelline one is a lot more liquid, whereas the It Cosmetics one is a lot thicker. You can see that the shades are completely different. I'm going to look a little bit ridiculous with half my face this colour and half my face that colour, but it's fine. Because what I want to do is see if I like this and then see if I want to get it in like a slightly darker shade. But I think this is going to be a good match for me. Okay, let's get crack-a-lackin'. I'll do the Dream Urban Cover on this side of my face. Let me just hoosh that all up. See what it looks like. Oh, it's very pale. Doesn't have like any discernible scent. Now both of these have SPF 50, so that's good. Also, it's grand on days where you're just kind of going to and from work, but if you're going to be out in the sun, like a really strong sun, I would advise wearing a regular SPF underneath it, because I don't know, there's a thing that's inbuilt in me that I don't rely on SPFs in products, because like I wouldn't necessarily do here. I wouldn't do like my ears when it comes to makeup. Or I wouldn't put like enough maybe on the top of my hairline, which is where I would usually get burnt, or like on my nose. So yeah, but anyway, they have SPF 50 in case you're wondering. This is blending out really nicely. I actually think that that is the perfect shade for me. 103. I'm not really like a self-tanner, so I don't even have to bring it down my neck. Oh my god, the finish on that is stunning. So that's the finish of that. That's the Dream Urban Cover from Maybelline. Oh, I think that's very enjoyable. Look at the sheen that it gives. Now it is quite tacky, so I'm going to give that a few minutes while I'm doing the other side. And then I'm going to use the same brush, because that's how I roll. This is going to be mahognified. I'm going to have to bring this down my neck. It'll be fine. Actually, it's not that, kind of. It's like, I could see that it's obvious, but it's not that bad on camera. Kind of. Now the It Cosmetics CC cream does have a scent. I don't know what it is though. Like, not herbal. I actually really like the scent of this. Like, it feels like you're putting on skincare. Yeah, I totally have to bring this down my neck because it is like just a little bit dark for me. Yeah, you can see it's like a little bit down. Do you know what? It's actually not. Oh, it is. I just looked at myself in the mirror there. It's the absolute half-o. It's okay. This is the It Cosmetics one, and then this is the Maybelline one. Okay, in terms of finish, they both look pretty much identical. They both kind of leave that luminous finish to the skin. They're both tacky as well. In terms of coverage, they seem to give the same level of coverage. I could kind of see like a couple of blemishes coming through here, and same here as well. But I like that. I'm not into the whole really heavy makeup look, not at the moment. I'm sure I'll change like as it comes into autumn and winter. But in terms of coverage, finish, the look of it, the feel of it, they're pretty identical. The It Cosmetics one had a bit of a scent, this did not. The It Cosmetics one comes in 12 shades, this comes in 20 shades. Now in terms of price, you get 32 millilitres for €39, okay? And then the Dream Urban Cover, there's no price on the press release. Let me just look it up. I'm just looking on the Boots website. Okay, so you get 30 mils for $14.99, so it's well under half price. One of the main USPs when it came to the Cosmetics CC cream is that it had skincare in there. In terms of the skincare in the Dream Urban Cover, you have vitamin E, vitamin B3, and then you have this bicoline, I think that's how you say it, that gives a protective layer over the skin to help protect against pollution and environmental aggressors. Do you know what? All the brands are very into pollution protection. I'm all for that. Like, so those are skincare benefits in that. And then in terms of the CC cream, you have skincare products including hydrolyzed collagen, niacin, hyaluronic acid, peptides. So there are more active ingredients in there. So that's where the price difference will come into play. But something worth noting as well is if you already have a skincare routine that has like the hyaluronic acid, the niacin, all that kind of stuff, this will do the job perfectly. But if you're somebody who's like, oh my god, I don't have enough time or I don't have enough money to have a separate skincare routine to my makeup, then this is worth checking out as well. So there's pluses and minuses to both of them. I'm going to do check-ins throughout the day, so I'm going to leave my makeup as it is. I might put like maybe brows on, a bit of mascara on, maybe. And then what I was going to do as well is maybe on my forehead, powder everywhere just to see how it lasts with like a mattifying powder, because it's still both sides, they haven't quite dried down yet, and I just feel like, you know, as an oily skin person, I like feeling matte. I'm going to use my Lancome. This is Long Time No Shine translucent powder. I love this stuff. Just dust it on my head. Just swirl, just dust it. That's the Maybelline one, powdered, unpowdered. IT Cosmetics, powdered, unpowdered. Okay, let me check in the time. It is 12:34. I'll check back in later. Okay, bye. I'm back. My hair is a little bit wild, I know, because it was windy and I was trying to like do bits and stuff. It is now almost 4 o'clock and I'm ready to report back on, I can't, like what, 3 hours of wear maybe? But I think I've gotten a good feel for the foundations. Well, foundation, because I know what this one's like. So let me just get a mirror. First thing that I've noticed is that I don't think it's oxidized on me. I did have the swatches on my hand and then I had to wash my hands, so sorry. But I still think it looks the same. I powdered my forehead earlier. Both sides look identical and they feel the same. I can kind of feel that silky feeling of the powder, which is good. I can see that my nose is a little bit oily kind of the whole way across. And what I did notice as well is on this side of my smile line, you can see that there's I can see that there's a crease there from where the product has kind of not gathered but just sat everywhere except for in that crease line. Whereas maybe I just have like less of a crease line on that side. Hold on. Generally with a foundation like that, with a finish like that, that's kind of luminous and dewy, I would always powder my forehead, my nose, here as well, and then my smile lines and then my chin as well. So I didn't do that on this part, but it's worth noting that it's more obvious on this side than this side. Another thing as well is I have pores on both sides of my face here, my schnoz. And I've noticed that the foundation is sitting here, not so much on this side. It's not looking great on my nose there, but yeah, I'm very aware of that part there. But as I said, I would usually, so if I do that, it'll go away. I would usually powder that part anyway. So what I will say is that I didn't notice it gathering in those pores when I first applied it. So like, why does foundation do that? It just kind of like merges. But I've had foundations before that look so much worse. So honestly, this is like, I'm just being picky because like my mirror is all the way up in here. I barely probably would have noticed it. But I love like see the way the luminous finish. I didn't powder or put anything else on this side of my head, of my face. And then the parts that I did powder, it still looks kind of sheeny and luminous. Yeah, both have performed the same on the schnoz, the same on the head, the same on the cheeks. The only kind of minor difference is that the foundation has kind of gathered here on those pores, not really much on here at all. But that's it, like. I'm going to sign off for now and I'll try and report back if I'm not kind of busy doing my bits later. But so far, so good. It's 8:10. Ooh. Oh. I'm trying to show you the time. 8:10. Oh! 8:10. But I could go to bed now. I'm worried. But we're here to have the final check-in of the makeup. Do you know what? Both sides of my head have fared so well with the powder. Still feels silky. Both sides have broken down kind of around my nose. I feel like the foundation has kind of collected in the pores on this side of my face that I didn't even know I had. I need to put lip balm on my lips, they're so dry. I'll tell you about them in another video / blog post. So can you see here how it's broken down on my nose, but then it's also broken down on this side as well. My nose is fierce shiny. I don't know if this, I'm not going to be able to tell. Hold on, let me see. You see that's kind of congealing, not congealing, but like sitting in those pores there. Whereas now I can't see if this part is in focus. There's nothing happening there. There's no sinking in any pores there. So you can see that it's congealing here with the Maybelline side, just in those little pores there. and a little bit there as well. But it's mainly around the schnoz area. Part on my head still looks fine. In fairness, I'm just been really picky because I'm like all up in my face. I probably wouldn't have even noticed that, and the fact that it's what, like 8 hours, 7-8 hours after I applied the initial layer, that's fine. I'm not going to be mad at that. The Maybelline on one side, the It Cosmetics on the other, I can't tell the difference between the two. They look the same here, they look the same across the nose. There's a slight bit more like sitting in the pores there compared to there. I think on the rest of the face it looks pretty much the same. This what was $14.99, that was $39. The only difference between the two that I can kind of tell is just from the skincare ingredients, and that has like higher kind of quality ingredients, more kind of scientific-y with the polypeptides and with all the bits, compared to this. This is a little bit more basic, but if you have already invested money into your skincare routine, then you might not need something that has kind of more powerful skincare in it, if that makes sense. But first impressions is that this is deadly. Now I'm looking at the thingy and it has full coverage on it. I don't think that it's full coverage. I would say medium coverage. And when I do my blog post, I'm going to tell you if it's buildable as well, so stay tuned for that. I hope that video helped you decide if you were thinking about getting this compared to this, you know, in terms of like a dupe. Thanks so much for watching my video, and I will see you in the next one. Have you tried this? Are you going to try it? Have you tried the two of them? What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Okay, bye!